My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Futurama Season 2, and this review will have spoilers if you kill for some reason. It's not really a story-heavy show, but anyways, I liked the first season. I thought it was fine. This season to me is an improvement, and it really finds its groove here. And I'm just surprised at how funny and how smart this show manages to be. Like, even the little disclaimers at the start of each episode are great. Futurama, shot on location. Futurama, based on a true story. I love that. And I love the Titanic episode where Fry's pretending to be with both Leela and Amy. That was a very amusing scenario. I thought the entire episode with Zap Brannigan and the bogus trail and how the judge just allows everything was such a great spoof on courtroom dramas in movies and such. I do love the line, well, they commit mutiny and Zap Brannigan takes over the position of captain from Leela, and then he goes like, "Yes, your failure to do your duties." And she's like, "What duty did I fail to perform?" And Zap's like, "Fail to prevent mutiny." That was the best line of this entire season. The Santa Claus episode was a real highlight for me. That was really great. There's one episode where Amy's driving and she's just like, "Sorry guys, I'm really bad at parallel parking." And she does a perfect job and then just goes forward, backwards, hits the vehicles. That was really great. There's one episode where they check out old New York and they're just like, "What's that?" as they point to a phone booth, and Fry's just like, "Oh, that's what New York calls bathrooms." And there's also one great line in the same episode where Leela asks him about driving, and Fry's just like, "No, nobody drove in New York. There was too much traffic." That one line is actually so smart and just so funny, and I loved it. Then there was the one episode, same episode I think actually, with Flexo, and he's like Bendo, but he has a beard, and there was a moment where whenever you see Bendo, he's covering up the bottom part of his chin, and that was amusing. So the show does manage to be very sharp and witty, and I enjoyed all of that. The characters are very entertaining. Fry's working better for me here than he was in the first season. I thought he was pretty funny. Leela I do like as a character as well. Bendo is the standard. Actually, I'm not sure. Bendo's definitely a top 2 character. I think he's really amusing. Professor Farnsworth, I think, is maybe the best character. He just cracks me up. I think he's really fantastic. Dr. Zoidberg is also really good, and so is Homies. I like that one scene in the Titanic episode where his limbo skills have finally come important. Amy, I think, is a really good character. And then we get to Zap Brannigan, who, actually, you know what? Maybe I lied. I actually think Zap is my favorite character. Okay, so it goes Zap, Professor Farnsworth, and then Bendo. Those are the top 3. But Zap Brannigan, anytime he's on screen, he just cracks me up. He's absolutely hilarious. And I really like Kif Crocker as well, and just how miserable and depressing he is. So yeah, the show is really entertaining for the most part. I do got a few negatives, and I do like how much they get out of each episode, but sometimes I feel like the episodes have a bit too much going on, and they could have been 2 episodes. Like, we get the episode where the gang visits the museum, which was great, and that could have been the entire episode. But then we got the entire episode plot with Flexo, and it's still great, but I kind of wanted more of that first half. The one episode where Leela meets the other Cyclops, the first half of that episode is them experiencing the internet, and I could have been there for the entire episode. So, like, I do like the ambition and how loaded each episode is, but sometimes I feel like, I don't know, maybe they're trying to do a bit too much. But and I will say the last few episodes of this season were fine. I think the first 2/3 are this season's strong point. So it does end on a bit of a whimper. But I still really enjoyed this season. I thought it was funny, it was entertaining, it can be sharp and funny. And yeah, so I'll give Futurama Season 2 a 7 out of 10. Okay, have you seen Futurama Season 2? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin